Black Friday, the busiest shopping day of the year. The date was November 25th, 2025, and New York City was buzzing. People rushed around, grabbing deals. Lights twinkled, horns honked. It was exciting and a little crazy, just like Mia liked it. Mia was the owner of Kröss Beauty, an online store famous for amazing lip glosses. She started it in her tiny apartment, and now it was a big deal. Mia was working hard today. It was her busiest day ever. Her phone wouldn't stop buzzing. Ding, order confirmed. Mia grinned. Her limited edition Midnight Sparkle Gloss was a huge hit. It was a gorgeous deep purple with shimmering glitter, perfect for the holidays. Mia wasn't alone. She never had to face the chaos of her dreams by herself, not when Dee was around. Her best friend Dee was there, helping with everything, packing boxes, double-checking orders, and making sure nothing slipped through the cracks. Dee was super organized, always calm, the opposite of Mia. Where Mia was spontaneous and full of wild ideas, Dee brought structure and focus, making them the perfect team. "We already have 500 orders and it's only 10 a.m., Dee exclaimed, her eyes wide with excitement but her voice steady as ever. "I know, right?" Mia was ecstatic. "Midnight Sparkle is a smash." She could hardly believe how quickly their little idea had turned into something real. This was her dream come true. She always loved makeup, especially lip gloss. As a kid, she'd spend hours mixing colors and testing out new looks in her bedroom mirror. Turning that passion into Kröss Beauty was the best decision ever. It wasn't just about selling products. It was about sharing a piece of herself with the world and inspiring others to feel confident and creative. Just then, Sam, their regular courier, walked in, his familiar footsteps echoing through the hallway. "Hey ladies, ready to make some deliveries?" he asked with a grin, already reaching for the first stack of boxes. Sam was a bit grumpy but always reliable, a true New Yorker, tough on the outside but with a soft spot for the girls and their growing business. "Almost," Mia said, carefully placing the last Midnight Sparkle Gloss into a cute pink box, making sure it looked perfect. Each box was special, with the Kröss Beauty logo and a handwritten thank you note from Mia. She believed every detail mattered, from the shimmer of the gloss to the words on the card. She wanted every customer to feel special, to know that their order was more than just a package. It was a piece of her dream, sent with love and gratitude. They packed everything neatly into boxes, hundreds of boxes. The Midnight Sparkle Glosses, their most popular item, were carefully arranged in a separate container, ready to be added to each order last. Sam helped load the boxes onto his delivery cart. As they were about to head out, Mia noticed something strange. The container that held the Midnight Sparkle Glosses was empty. "Wait a minute," Mia whispered, her heart pounding. "Where are the glosses?" She checked again, just in case. Empty. Mia felt a rush of panic. 500 orders, all with a Midnight Sparkle Gloss, and the glosses were gone. What was she going to do? "Guys, we have a problem," Mia said, her voice trembling. Dee and Sam stopped what they were doing and looked at her, confused. "The Midnight Sparkle Glosses. They're missing," Dee gasped. "Missing? What do you mean missing? Where could they be?" Sam scratched his head, looking around the room as if the glosses might magically appear. They searched everywhere. Under tables, behind boxes, even in the bathroom. But the Midnight Sparkle Glosses had vanished. Mia felt like she was trapped in a bad dream. Black Friday was turning into a disaster. "Who could have taken them?" Dee asked, her voice filled with worry. Mia thought back to everyone who had been in the room that day. Could it have been Sam? No, he was always here, and nothing like this had ever happened before. What about Mr. Gray? He owned a competing beauty supply store a few blocks away. He was always grumpy and had complained about Kröss Beauty stealing his customers. Could he be behind this? Then Mia remembered something. Her grandma had visited earlier that day, bringing her homemade cookies. She had even offered to help pack boxes. "Oh no," Mia whispered, a terrible thought crossing her mind. Could her grandma have accidentally misplaced the glosses? Mia raced to her grandma's apartment, her mind swirling with worry. She clutched her phone tightly, replaying the last conversation she'd had with her grandma, hoping she'd find the missing midnight sparkle glosses. The hallway seemed to stretch on forever as her heart pounded in her chest, each step echoing her anxiety. Bursting through the door, she found her grandma relaxing on the couch, sipping tea as if nothing in the world could disturb her peace. The cozy living room was filled with the gentle aroma of chamomile, and sunlight streamed through the curtains, casting a warm glow over everything. "Grandma," Mia said breathlessly, barely pausing to catch her breath. "Did you by any chance pack the midnight sparkle glosses into another box? I can't find them anywhere and I'm starting to panic." Her grandma looked up, a twinkle in her eye, and chuckled softly. "Those sparkly purple ones? Why, yes, dear," her grandma replied, her voice full of gentle amusement, as if she'd been expecting this question all along. "They reminded me of my favorite brooch," she continued, holding up a dazzling purple brooch that shimmered in the light. "So I put them in a separate bag, safe and sound. I didn't want them to get lost with all the other things." Mia was relieved, but also a little confused. She let out a sigh, her shoulders relaxing, but curiosity got the better of her. "But why, Grandma? Why hide them away?" she asked, her voice tinged with both gratitude and bewilderment. Her grandma just smiled, a mischievous glint in her eyes. "Well," her grandma said, lowering her voice as if sharing a secret, "I may have bought all the remaining midnight sparkle glosses online. I couldn't resist. They were on sale and I thought, why not? They reminded me so much of my younger days, you see," she added, her eyes sparkling with nostalgia. She winked at Mia, as if letting her in on a delightful secret from her past. "And I wanted to give them to all my friends at the community center. We have our weekly get-together, and I thought it would be wonderful to surprise everyone with a little gift. Something to make us all feel special. They deserve a little sparkle too, don't you think? After all, a touch of glitter can brighten anyone's day, no matter how old you are." Mia couldn't help but smile, realizing her grandma's surprise was more thoughtful than she could have ever imagined. Mia couldn't help but laugh. The whole situation was so unexpected, so perfectly ridiculous that she found herself doubled over, tears of joy streaming down her face. It was one of those moments that would become a family legend, retold at every holiday gathering for years to come. Her grandma, the lip gloss bandit. Who would have thought that the sweet, silver-haired woman who baked the best cookies in town could also be the mastermind behind the missing midnight sparkle glosses? The twinkle in her grandmother's eye said it all. She was proud of her little mischief. "Grandma, you're unbelievable," Mia said, shaking her head with a smile that was equal parts exasperation and admiration. The two of them burst into laughter, the kind that fills a room and makes everything else fade away. In that moment, Mia realized how lucky she was to have such a spirited partner in crime. Problem solved, Mia ordered more midnight sparkle glosses, this time with extra careful instructions for her grandma. She even added a special note. "For Grandma's eyes only. No sneaky sampling until the orders are packed." It was a small gesture, but it made both of them giggle. The next day, all the original orders were shipped out, along with a bonus gloss for the delay. Mia wanted her customers to feel appreciated, and she hoped the extra touch would make up for the wait. She imagined the surprise and delight on their faces when they opened their packages. Black Friday had been a roller coaster, but it ended with a full heart and booming business. The rush, the chaos, the unexpected hiccups, it was all worth it. Mia felt a surge of pride as she watched the orders pour in and the positive reviews start to appear online. Kröss Beauty was a success, and Mia had her grandma's sparkling personality to thank for it. Their bond had grown even stronger through the ups and downs, and the store had become more than just a business. It was a celebration of family, laughter, and a little bit of mischief. As for Mr. Gray, he got a taste of his own medicine when his customers flocked to Kröss Beauty for the limited edition gloss he couldn't get his hands on. The tables had turned, and Mia couldn't help but feel a little satisfaction at seeing her hard work pay off. All's well that ends well. With a loving family, a thriving business, and a story to tell for generations, Mia knew this was just the beginning of many more sweet successes to come.
Step into a world of thrilling stories and unstoppable beauty. In a world where stories captivate the mind and beauty commands attention. One gloss dares to steal the spotlight. And get ready to shine like never before. I'm excited to share my signature lip gloss. Lightweight, glossy, and made to turn heads. Perfect for completing any look, whether you're stepping into a story or writing your own. Disclaimer: the stories shared on this channel are fictional and created purely for entertainment marketing purposes. Viewer discretion is advised. Thanks for watching. If you're new here, don't forget to like, subscribe, and tap the bell so you never miss an upload. Link in description.